I also want to close with one message to the Democrat Party. End this farce that Joe Biden is going to be your nominee. We know he's not even the president of the United States. He's a puppet for the managerial class. So have the guts to step up and be honest about who you're actually going to put up so we can have an honest debate. Biden should step aside, end his candidacy now so we can see whether it's Newsom or Michelle Obama or whoever else.
All right,
just
Mr.
tell us the truth so we can have an honest debate.
Look, I think the number one takeaway, Trace, is this. Joe Biden will not be the nominee. I said this last year. People dismissed it as some type of conspiracy theory. Today, I think it became that much more obvious. Play this out. Biden's own DOJ and special counsel is effectively releasing a report that undermines the case for him to actually be a candidate for the U.S. presidency, right as Biden's poll numbers are cratering. We have to do the math, skate to where the puck is going. Not fall for the deflection, but I do think what they're planning for is to sideline Biden as the nominee, trot in a different puppet instead. That's the most significant takeaway from tonight.
I'm not going to sit here railing against Joe Biden because chances are, let's be honest, he might not even be the nominee that we're running against. Let's be very honest about that. We got to define, irrespective of which puppet they put up, who we are and what we actually stand for.
I want you to mark my words today. They are leading us into a trap because Joe Biden is not going to be the nominee. That's the hard truth. So part of me, I want to come here and hit Biden in the next 10 minutes before we wrap this up, and that's easy to do. In some ways, that's what they want us to do because that's money spent. That is airtime spent, political capital with our electorate going after one man, which as late into this cycle, once the trials start, once the lawfare continues, and it's disgusting what we're seeing in this country, the weaponization of a justice system against one man that is decided by hell or high water. They have to stop him from re-entering the White House. It's a disgusting system, but they're delaying that right in the spring, maybe even the early summer, to then move the old man Biden out of the way and prop up a new puppet who they can control.
Joe Biden is not going to be the nominee from the Democratic Party. Look at the way the left-leaning press is treating him. Look at the way in which the managerial class and the Democratic Party even has now begun to hang him out to dry. The Hunter Biden corruption saga. Why is it only coming out now? Why is even the other aspects of Biden's frailties that have been visible for a long time only now being taken seriously by the media as his polling numbers crater? The fact of the matter is they're preparing to move him to one side, but they're doing it with a special twist. They're baiting Republicans into focusing on defeating Biden when they know that's a false target. It's like a feigned retreat in warfare, what they call a feint. Lead the enemy to a false target only to actually ensure that they should have gone in a different direction that they didn't. That's exactly what's happening, and I want to make sure we Republicans don't fall into that trap this time around.
Vivek, you say this might be a setup. Why?
Yeah, I believe it is a setup, Laura, and here's how it's working. Why did Biden pull this 180 all of a sudden, and why did the Democrats let him do it? Let's put together some facts here. On one hand, CNN is hosting it. They're going to prop up Biden, try to make him look as good as possible. But also note, this is the earliest ever presidential debate in recorded American history, in June. Why is that? This is a Hail Mary attempt for Biden as his numbers are tanking. This is their last chance to give him a desperate attempt to succeed. And if he doesn't, as I expect will be the case, that gives them enough time to swap out somebody else for the nomination. That's what's going on. Set him up for the best possible look you can give him. It's not a neutral forum. It's CNN. Do the 180 as he's tanking. But if he fails, they have enough time to prop up a new puppet. That's what I think is going on.